Coming to you from the big island of Hawaii, it's the Songs and Stories Podcast. And now, here's your host, Steve Roby.
This is Steve Roby from Big Island Music Magazine, sitting at Willie's Hot Chicken in Kailua, Kona, with Jason Cutthroat of the Cutthroat Brothers. How are you, brother?
I'm good, man. It's good to see you again.
Finally, yeah.
Finally, after all this time.
Like a year, maybe?
It's been like, I think, over a year.
Yeah. I think it was during COVID, during the start of COVID.
I think it's been over a year since I've seen anybody.
Oh, wow.
You might be the first person.
Tell me about this beautiful new album that you also have on vinyl.
Yes.
That's recently come out.
Yes.
Do you have any favorite tracks?
Yeah, Devil in Berlin is the name of the record, produced again by Jack Endino, and Mike Watts on bass. And yeah, there's a really interesting story, actually. The very last song is called Wild Western, and there's a story behind that song. First of all, we were writing and recording the album with Jack during the lockdown in Seattle, and we had to leave the studio early because of Floyd Rose protests. Like, an alert came through on Jack's phone, and he's like, we have to get out of here by 5 p.m. because they're closing the freeway of I-5, which I've never seen ever happen.
Right.
And so there was that whole thing going on in Seattle, obviously really fiercely, you know, and the lyrics to this song hadn't been written yet, so Wild Western is kind of a reflection of the vibe of that, you know. There's nothing really like literal about it, but just the vibes. And then that song also, the way that it came out, when Donny and I had finished it, something wasn't feeling right to us, to Donny, and we couldn't he didn't want to include it on the album. And so we're like, all right. So he sent off the tracks to Mike Watt to put his parts. And everybody's still quarantining and all of this.
Now Mike Watt's playing bass?
Mike Watt's on bass.
Vocals?
No vocals, just bass.
Just bass. Okay.
So I sent it to him, and in the email I said, don't play on Wild Western because we're not going to put it on the album. You know, so just ignore that track. So just go ahead and do your thing, but just to let you know, that one's not going to be on the album. So
yeah.
A couple of weeks goes by, and all the tracks come back, and then there's this really, really nice long email from Mike Watt, and he says, you know, I'll kind of try to do it like how he talks, and he's like, Brother Jason. He's like, Brother Jason, thank you so much, and it was a pleasure to play on this, and I know that you told me do not play on Wild Western, but I really love that tune, and it reminded me a little bit of Lemmy when he was in Hawkwind. So I played real Lacano on it, and I think it aided and abetted the mix, and it sounds real good. And now Donny's favorite artist in the entire world is Lemmy, you know, from Motorhead and Hawkwind. Yeah. So we got that email, and we're like, well, I guess we better listen to it again. And sure enough, it was awesome, and he added like the perfect thing, and now it sounded great. So it's kind of becoming like people's like kind of deep cuts, like favorite track. Like we get feedback sometimes, fans on social media and stuff like that, and they're like, I like that Wild Western. So it's just an interesting story. Like that one had a really strange, like kind of wobbly, psychedelic origin, and then wasn't going to be on there to becoming like kind of a crowd favorite.
Yeah.
So.
would you classify Cutthroat Brothers music? Punk rock seems so dated now to put it in that category, and I hate putting things in genres, and I've seen your show over in Hilo. Of course, you've got a mosh pit and everything like that. Is there how would you define it?
We generally say that it's garage punk.
Garage punk.
Garage punk or garage punk blues. We're leaning more into blues roots. We have another record that's finished already.
Really?
As well, with Mike Watt on bass. And on this one in particular, we leaned really heavily into the Pacific Northwest side, like 60s Pacific Northwest side of music. So we were
like the Sonics,
Wailers,
okay.
you know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, like really
they're rough.
Yeah, rough, and just like 4 on the floor, straight up blues. You know, with a really raw, like blues rock sound, like
the grunge.
That. So, yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
updated though.
Yeah. You know. So that's kind of how we classify ourselves as a garage punk blues band.
We were talking before turning the recorder on about possibly playing some upcoming shows in Europe in April. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, we got invited by Super Suckers, who are buddies of ours, to do like about 25 or so dates of their tour that they have over there. So we'd be going back to Germany and Italy, hopefully a little bit of France.
Nice.
I think Copenhagen may be the last date. So, you know, really spread out.
Yeah.
Really nice tour with super awesome band. Of course, with COVID still raging everywhere, it's been there's always a question mark on whether these things will happen or not. You know? But we try to keep hope that that it will.
Are they still doing mosh pit? I mean, you said you did some shows not too long ago in Seattle, Tacoma. Are they still doing mosh pits with the pandemic thing? Or?
It was pretty wild when we went back, and I'm trying to remember when the show was, but I was talking a little bit about that as we played with 2 shows with DOA. Or Agent Orange, sorry, we played with DOA earlier, but we played with Agent Orange, and they were great. And it was just during this weird time when there was really, really low numbers, and everything was reopened to capacity, and there was wild mosh pits at the shows, and it was a little freaky. Like, it was the first show that we played since lockdown, and we showed up, and we're like, well, I guess this is, you know, we hung out outside the club most the whole time.
Oh, I see.
As opposed to inside, because there was like hundreds of people and mosh pits. It was great because people were really enthusiastic to return to live music. At the moment, it seemed like everything was just reopened in Washington State at any rate. You know, I'm sure it's different like everywhere in the States, but at that point, it just seemed like, okay, we're reopened, and the crowds were really excited to dance and hear music again and get really excited and into it. But it was a little freaky, like, to watch. It was a great and exciting, but also like your first exposure from not playing any shows is this wild, super packed show.
Yeah.
You know, and it was just like
cautious,
yeah.
Because there's an energy that goes back and forth, right?
Absolutely,
and especially in your shows.
Yeah, it was great. It was great, but also just from another aspect, just shocking for the re-entry to be like that. You know, it wasn't like 15 people standing with masks on or something. It was kind of like a crazy, like, old school days. Punk rock show, you know, so, which is grateful. I'm grateful for all of it, and we were healthy and fine, and everything was good, you know.
The lies, the kiss, the play.
plan to document this upcoming tour if it happens in April?
Gosh, yeah, I hope so. But actually, a lot of the footage from the last shows we did in Tacoma and Seattle are turned into a video for this song "Been Away." There's 3 or 4 videos off of this new album, off Devil in Berlin. And Been Away takes footage from the last shows that we played, and there's some nice.
So that's on your website, YouTube.
YouTube, cutthroatbrothers.com. You can go to Instagram too and look for us.
But, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you ever have the urge to keep your chops up and play a show here just by yourself, or sit in with somebody? Or
man, yeah, I do. And luckily, Donny has been over. And when we come to visit each other, it's like we're the only people that we see, and it's very like a bubble.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Right.
But he's left a little drum kit at my house, so we just set up in the living room, and that's how we write the albums and kind of work on pre-production for the albums, make phone recordings, and that's how we've done the last 3 albums that way.
Nice.
And so we get a bunch of playing in as much as possible when he's here. And
nice.
That makes it nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. I have felt like playing, but then every time it comes up, it just either it doesn't work out because he doesn't live here, or it's like, well, the cruise ships are back now. What do I want? I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're living in this really interesting reality, and sometimes you wonder if it will even ever go back to the way that it was before any of this happened, but you got to, I guess, learn some kind of flexibility and just go day by day. Yeah.
Right. Well, is there anything else you'd like to add before we go? Message to the fans, anything like that?
Yeah. Hope everybody likes the new album. There's another one in the works. I hope that we get to go on tour and see our friends that we saw the last time we were over there before COVID, shut everything down. And I hope that everybody is staying safe and healthy and making smart choices. So
good.
Yeah.
Good. Well, brother Jason.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time today, and good luck with this upcoming tour in April, and success with the new album.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Good to see you.
All right.
Hey, Big Island music fans! If you're enjoying this episode, be sure to subscribe and share the podcast on your favorite social media channels. For more about what we do, visit us online at bigislandmusic.net. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening to the Songs and Stories podcast. Make sure you never miss a show by clicking the subscribe button now. This podcast is made possible by listeners like you. Thank you for your support. We'll see you next week on Songs and Stories. Aloha.